All right, let's get all nice and settled in here for today. So first off, July 1st, I'm doing my first ever Headman merchandise drop. So what does that mean? Well, first off, I'm actually kind of nervous for this. I've never done my own official merchandise drop ever before. So fair warning, as far as inventory goes, we have less than 200 total when it comes to quantity of shirts and hats. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because this is all new to me. You know, as I've made this channel, you guys have seen the content that I produce. I've never done anything like this. You know, I'm out yesterday, I'm buying label makers, printers, figuring out, cost to fulfill each order. I mean, it's a nightmare, right? But it's just a nightmare because I have not done it before. So that's first. Okay, in order to get that merch that I've been showing you over the past couple weeks, you want to set your date on your calendar for July 1st. But here's the really cool thing. Every single client who's a Masculinity Blueprint Accelerator student over the years, they are actually getting early access to this 24 hours early, along with the people on my newsletter. So in order to get my newsletter, all you have to do is go down below in this video, you opt in, you can subscribe to that newsletter. You will actually get release date 24 hours early as well, okay? And that includes all the t-shirts and all the hats. Now, one of the cool things too that I wanna do for this first initial drop is I'm actually going to do a handwritten card to each of them, at minimum a signature, okay? Because I think since this is literally the first ever official merchandise drop I've ever done, I wanna make this something good, I wanna make this something cool, and I wanna make sure that there's a handwritten sentiment with each of it. But nevertheless, as we dive into today's topic, I'm going to be backing this up with a little story time. Okay, I'm gonna be backing this up with a little thought process as to how you need to navigate your life. And not only that, I'll be showing some interactions that I've had in real life. So you might have clicked this title because you go, 99% of guys are invisible to women. And in what way? In what way, Casey? Why are they invisible to women? Well, I'm going to be taking you through a little interaction that I had recently with a woman that I was talking to. So I'm 26 years old. Okay, girl I'm talking to is 20. Okay, and there was good dynamic, there was good chemistry between us, and when we were speaking, I was feeling her out, she was feeling me out. We weren't 100% keen on each other yet, but you could tell that there was something there, okay? Nevertheless, so as I'm speaking to her, trying to get to know her, okay, and what I'm really fishing for is, what is this girl's tendencies? Is this somebody I'd want to potentially meet? Is it not somebody I'd want to meet? Okay, and then she slips me a very important question. Okay, the question she slips me, she says, so how many women have you been with? Now, your mind can wander what that means, but my mind instantly, I knew that that was a question of how many women have you been intimate with on an intimate level? Okay, that's really the heart of the question is, how many women have you been with in bed? Okay, that was the question, to which I don't even know the answer. Okay, because if you look at when I was young compared to now, you have a lot of years in between, and I answer truthfully, and the truthful answer is I don't know. Okay, but because it sparked my curiosity, I had to ask her. So I asked her the same question, and I go, hey, how many have you been with? Now, I'm going to give you a very important, distinct way that she answered this. This is why 99% of guys are invisible to women. The girl literally, why 99% of guys are invisible. The girl says to me this, she goes, do you want the answer that I tell everybody or that I tell every guy? Or do you want the truth? This is what she says to me to let me choose. She let me choose. Now, this is very important. This is very important to the whole heart and soul of the topic as to why she let me choose. Why she's asking that. Why she's actually saying that there's a truthful answer versus a non-truthful answer, and why she can also categorize me as the type of guy who gives a truthful answer. See, there's a lot of subtle nuances to every single sub-communication when it comes to talking with women and ultimately what it means to truly be a high-value man. And that's why we're going to dissect a lot of these topics today. But to get into the meat and beans of the matter, okay? I go, obviously the truth. I go, why would I want anything besides the truth? And she goes, well, most guys I talk to, I don't give the truthful answer to. Now keep in mind, this girl's 20. I go, yeah, give me the truth. I go, I won't judge. I'm not a judgmental type. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Me saying I'm not the judgmental type, I can still make my own preconceived notions in my own mental thought. It doesn't mean I have to state them. Okay. It also means that I can use that information to pour into me and also make a decisive answer if this is even somebody I want to get to know or not. Of course, I said the truth. You want the truth. So I go, yes, I want the truth. She goes, 17. And I thought to myself, 17 bodies accumulated by age 20. That's 2 years out of high school. Okay? I use that to my advantage of knowing what type, okay, she might be, what type of guy she's into, but ultimately I understood that I was the guy that she could instantly categorize as somebody she could give the truth to, and we're going to get into why that actually is, because I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Over the past couple of years, like, especially this past few months, my dating life has never been better. Like, I cannot explain to you the level of attraction that women have, not only when you've been on your purpose, but when you've also reaped the fruits of your labor and you've gained some sort of success for yourself. The dynamics totally change, and we're going to get into that by the end of this video. But notice, she goes, you want the truth or do you want the number I tell everybody? I go, so what number do you tell everybody? She goes, 8. Cuts it in half. Lowers 1. Cuts it in half and lowers 1. Think about that for just a second. She gives everybody else 8. She gave me 17. Excuse me. She gave me the truth of 17. She gives everybody else 8. Why would that happen? Why do you think she's actually doing that? Let me explain something to you as to why it is your duty to be successful and why it is your duty to stick on your purpose and why it is your duty to ultimately reap the fruits of your labor. Okay? Like I said, this past couple months, my dating life has never been better, and it's never been easier for me to weed out types of people I want to be with versus types of people I don't want to be with, and ultimately see in between the type of caliber that I can potentially get or be with. Okay? Before, back when I was younger, it was fun to get anything, especially if they were attractive. Now the screening potential gets deeper and deeper. And as I age, I say no far more often than I say yes. And here's why, okay? When you have achieved some sort of success for yourself, when you have achieved some sort of status for yourself, when you like yourself and you're genuinely happy with who you are, what you've achieved, and who you became, there is a level of respect that I have noticed women grant that type of guy. Whether it's consciously or subconsciously is irrelevant. They are granting that type of guy a type of respect that they typically do not give 99%ers. And this is why 99% of guys are invisible to women, is they do not have the masculine attraction markers that women actually look for. Now, this is a cold, bitter pill for a lot of you to swallow, but success is going to be a 5 to 10 year journey for any of you, just like it was a 5 to 10 year journey for me. And here's a little secret too. That is with the right processes, and that is with the right mentors, and that is with the right influencers showing you the guide and the roadmap. There is no easy shortcut to success. And you hear this a lot. You hear things like, how can I do multiple 6 figures within the next 6 months? How can I be a millionaire within a year? And the truth is that there's more nuance to it. So I'm going to explain something to you, okay? A lot of guys want to know how to have self-confidence, and self-confidence only comes from one way, and that comes from going through really hard shit in life, having that shit pay off, and watching the fruits of your labor still flourish because you were able to persevere, stick through it, have enough grit to overcome the obstacles, and have proof of being a successful risk taker. The more risks I've done, whether that be growing my brand, the more risks I've done, whether that be approaching the cute girl, the more risks I've done, whether that be doing something that scares me, and shown myself proof of concept that I can succeed. That's the only way to build true confidence. That's where confidence comes from, as it comes from doing the hard stuff. Now, the hardest thing in life that you will ever have is the ability to make it or not. Because you have to understand, majority of men go their whole life on a hope, a dream, and a prayer that one day they'll make it big, or one day they'll accomplish the goals that they want, or one day they'll achieve the financial or the monetary success that they want. But I'm going to let you know a little secret here. They just won't. Most guys will not do it. They will not do it because not only do they not have the grit, not only do they not have the perseverance, but they don't have the ability to stick with something for 1 month in a row, 6 months in a row, 1 year in a row, 2 years in a row, 3 years in a row, 5 years in a row. And when you achieve a certain level of success, I'm going to tell you this, your dating life becomes a hell of a lot easier. You are no longer shit tested like you were in the past. Women can tell you're the type of guy where you're going to expect the truth. Women can tell that you're the type of guy where you are going to carry yourself with a certain level of expectation of how the dynamic of this will be ran, or else she'll probably not get to be a part of your life. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay to grant yourself that access. That's okay to think like that. That's okay to make your life easier and less complex than it is more complex. But I want to let you know a little secret. It does not come without the work. And the reason why 99.9% of guys are invisible to women, the reason why 99% of guys do not get the truth out of that woman. The reason why 99% of guys do not actually know her past or know her in great detail is because women feel as if they cannot be upfront and truthful and honest. And I'm going to let you know a little secret. The second that you carry yourself as a true masculine man, the second that you achieve some sort of success for yourself, the second that you show that you have the confidence to actually be who you want to be, is the exact second that a lot of these issues that you have in dating go right out the window. I'm going to let you brew on that for a little bit here. Because as you can tell, my attitude and my demeanor is changing. And the truth is that I want to navigate this channel in a way to show guys how to actually make it in life. How to actually be the type of guy that they want to be. Because I'm going to let you know a little secret. You can learn as many high value tips, tactics, and traits that you want. You can learn as many dynamics between male to female natures you want. You can learn all of the best pickup content that you want in the world. But I'm going to let you in on a secret. Until you become the byproduct of what a successful, strong, masculine man is, until you actually are the product, you can only refine your pitch so much. You can only fake high value so much. And you know this. You've always known this. You've just chosen to ignore it. So stick with me on this channel. Okay, because while I don't have all the pieces of the puzzle figured out right now, right in front of you, what I do know is that I've transformed thousands of guys' lives. What I do know is that I have a vault of thousands of testimonials that back up exactly what it is I know I can do for you. So stick with me on this, because what you're going to experience through this channel is not only a growth with how this content is going to be produced, but you're going to see inside depth at true stuff you can copy paste into your life and apply to be who you want to be. Guys, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.